Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Try to do this as quickly as possible because I, as always, have things to do. And I'm also trying to show that this doesn't take a long time, especially once you get up and running. And I'll try to double back and explain how to get things set up. Well, not try. We will definitely have to get things set up. First off, let me just explain, first and foremost, that I am not giving anybody any kind of financial advice whatsoever. I'm just showing what I'm doing, and I'm only doing so right here as a way to communicate to the people in my household, and as they have expanded where beyond my household, but they're still part of me, and I want them to know what I'm doing. So, if you've ever stood in this room right here that I'm standing in, that's who I'm talking to. Everybody else is just a what you call an observer. So um, let's get it cracking because really I do have 9 minutes now because I got to get going. All right. So what I'm going to do here is first off look at when we're when we come in here. It's gonna that's not even it. So all right. Just going to show me my accounts because I don't have anything in Roth IRA. This was all started as an experiment with $1,000, and I'm going to try to go back and explain how we got here so that we can get started. Because I really want you guys to be able to follow along, both understand and follow along. Do the same things for yourselves. Understand again, both understanding what's going on and what I'm doing, but also uh, that you're able to do your own thing. That you call me up and you say, "Hey, did you see that such and such is an option or is a trade that would be good?" Yeah, I would love to have that call someday, but that's down the road. Right now, I am in. I've got 100 shares that I just bought. This is not an option. Um, oh wait a second. Okay, I'm just going over my positions right now. This is not an option stock. This is a stock that I bought based on a call out, based on, let me see, do I have notes? Yeah, I do have notes here. I bought 100 shares on September 15th at $2.90 on a call out from a guy named Bugs on Fanbase, who have had some good leads before, and I don't doubt that this one will become something. Uh, I let's see on September 21st, which was last week. Let's see, that was last week. We ended up it was down 20% at 230. It's currently right about the same place. As you can see, it's kind of consolidating. This is what we call that. It was down here. There was some news that came out. I looked into it, that kind of caused, because remember, these candles here are daily candles. So it went up in the course of that day. Um, I bought it the 15th. So it looks like the next the day or two after that I got it and it shot up here. I am expecting, hoping that it will rise up there, and I will have a sale on it. um, yeah, have a sale and get double the profit on it. So basically that would be doubling my money if I could get out at 442 when I got in at 230. 460 would actually be double. But and at that point, what the plan would be, and actually, I guess I shouldn't be writing this down because that's the whole point of my morning action. right? It's like today is the 29th. And here's where I'm at on it, right? It's still in consolidation. So it's consolidating right there around the 230. Ay, 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 ay. I'm waiting for a possible rise to 4. Now, I'm going to say 4, with that 460. So I bought in at 290, and I'm not able to do this on the computer screen as quickly. So, but 290, and if I were to raise to 460, I guess if I bought in at 290 for double would actually be 5 something. Yeah, and here's the question: is like, where do I want to get out to call it good on my money? Because I've got an alert so that I'll get notified when it reaches the $3.01 mark, and at that point, yeah, I'll do this. I'm not going to focus on my target to get out just yet. Consolidating around 230. Let me hustle up because I'm already going to have to extend myself on time, but I got to go because I got things I got to do. I got to go get my son's car registered or whatever. Consolidating around 230. Right now. So that's still that 20, what did I say it was? Down 20%. But I will set alert, or I already did really set alert for 301, which is back to even. And at that point, $290 is what I bought it for. $290 plus 50% is $435. And if I sold it at or if I sold half of my position at 435, I wouldn't get all my money back, but I would get, well, 435 times 50 would be 217 instead of my 290. So a fair chunk of what I got into it would come back, and I would still have 50 shares to ride as high as it might go. And I didn't get any of that written down here, and I don't have time to write it again. So I will observe this video and get that. I'll try and get that written in my little handbook here, or my little notepad here. Okay, so that's the check. The bull is the BULL is Webull, and that's the one that I've been showing you or talking about all week or last week. It's the one where, and I think, yeah, I've got notes in there all the way up. So we rolled it to the $15 call for the 10th. Oh, I didn't put dates in those. October 3rd. I didn't put it in that. Okay. October 10th. So September 26th, that was like the end of last week. I rolled it to the $15 call. Took 47 cents, rolling it up to 15 and out a week. I'm giving myself 10 more minutes here, and then I will promise to make these shorter and quicker uh, with your help. Because if you ask me questions, then I'll have something specific to tell you. Okay, so then we rolled it out to 15 and out to 10. I know I told you this before. Um, and that's where we are right now. We're just still waiting on that because the cost basis is down to 1308. So I want to leave that money alone until the 10th. Um, and I don't want to do anything else with it. I mean, even looking at it right now, an additional 22 cents or for the week, again, with the 1400 that we got into it times 0.01 is $14. So it's saying $14 a week is what we want to get from our investment of $1,400. I could take another $22 right now, kicking it all the way out for the end of the 17th, which is 3 weeks now, right? Because that's this week is the 3rd, then the next week will be the 10th, and then so that would be 3 full weeks. And here's the only downside. I don't have any more money to trade with, but I'm already getting my goal all the way out to the 17th. Actually, not all the way out to the 17th because, well, I would, because if it's kicked out to the 17th, then I'm going to be looking at, let's say, another 22 cents taking me all the way out there. But where am I at on I'm at 1308 cost basis right now. So if it goes to 13, or not if it goes to 1308. 1308 is how much I have into it because of the premiums that I've already taken in. So when I sell, or if they were to be called away at 15, I would be making $192 profit. Which is well above 192 divided by the 1400 is that 1.35 times 100, 135%. That's not right. $1,400 times 0.13, 182. Yeah, so it's about 14% that would be for the overall. That's just out to the 10th right now. If I added another 22, I'll wait, because if it goes up, if the price actually gets above 1550, it might actually be a situation where I could roll that up and get that type of credit. And I think that's the only way I want to do that, is to continue to roll it up and lock in profit, as well as I mean, and now I'm thinking about the fact that if I roll that out to the 17th and up another notch, right, to 1550, remembering that I bought it at 14, not only am I locking in that profit, I'm only taking a tiny bit of a credit. Like right now it would be 4 cents. So like there'd be no real money in it. But now I'm thinking about this strategically because the amount that I'm taking in, I also want to be aware that if the stock actually goes up, and if we look at the chart, it's Webull, the platform, right? The trading platform. So it went public and it was bought by this. There's a thing called, there's a way that these things work. There's a company that existed before for people to buy companies with, right? And so it just kind of trades at a low rate down here. And then it got picked up in order to buy buy Webull and take it public. When it did that, it spiked up here to the 79.50 price, and then came back down here over the course of the last few months, and this is kind of where it settled. My thesis, because it's Webull, the other platform that's out there, Robinhood, has recently gone through some changes, or not through some changes, but has recently uh, had has recently gone way up. And if you look at what it did in the same, yeah, I hate trying to explain things that I don't fully have the words to tell you what I'm what I'm trying to tell you. So because it makes me want to scrap this video, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just try and muscle through this. So there's like, it's like they're related. Like my man Chris Sane says, like they're cousins, right? Robin Hood, Webull. If we see this kind of excitement and volatility on Robin Hood, which is currently risen from the 20s earlier in the year, or a year ago. It's October of last year, I believe, because this is 1 year, 1 day. Yeah. So last year it was down here in the 20s and is now 5 times that, up here at 132. And people who are investing in financial stocks and platforms and things like that are, it's my belief, liable to come back and look at this one over here that is a similar type of stock, and now get involved with it and run it up as well. Um, and so to hold on to it a little bit, I'm thinking to raise my call strike price. So the price at which somebody would take it away from me. And I know I haven't even gone over what calls and puts and the nuts and bolts of the strategy. That's what I'm going to try and do, and that's where I want the questions. But I'm going to start later on today, or tonight rather. I'm going to try and go through what all of that is, and how these are working. Um, because what I want to do is be able to hold on to the stock. I want to have my cake and eat it too, right? I want to ride it up. Uh-oh, what just happened? Uh, I believe, yeah, I just got burned. Trying to do more than one thing at a time, which is not the best thing because not only am I and my attention distracted, but my computer's attention is distracted because I got too much data being used in too many different ways and it's slowing up what I can see sometimes. Yeah, yeah, that went down underneath where I was thinking it was going to go. And now the other is, see, it's taking. Yeah, and I'm also recording, so that's all problematic for the deal. So anyway, that's my thesis or my reason, my rationale for why I'm operating with Webull as a stock, and I gave you some explanation of what I was thinking technically um, about it the other day. So right now we're trying to really just there's nowhere to go with this one right now, or no need to move on it. It's set for the 10th, or yeah, for October 10th, and I'm well on my 14%. This Qubit is another one that what I did previously was buy in to take the extra monies that I get, because remember when I get my what is this? See, this is where problems can happen. I don't even know what that was trying to. Oh, it almost accidentally bought that deal, which wouldn't have been terrible, but wouldn't have been great either. But so what I do is I bought the stock that we were talking about, that Webull stock. It took me all the way down to $50. Then we took in a couple of different premiums, and now I was able to buy this other stock called Qubit, which is a quantum computing company. And so my thoughts on that one again are that much the way that AI is something that everyone is talking about, this quantum computing is a thing that is also going to be something that takes off and goes through the roof. And this is one of those, get it early and see if that indeed happens. So for the, that $150 or so that I spent to get those 6 shares will kind of be there. And if it takes off, and again, fires above this 25, which it tapped it and then came back down. And the thought again was the process that, man, it shot up. That's my, yeah, that's the end of my day. And it was not a good day on that particular platform. Okay. They'll stop interrupting me too. All right. So, you can't get it to switch over. It won't switch back over. So the thing is that the quantum computing company is a long play. So that's basically two different longer plays, speculations that are out there that are just tied up right now. That's why I'm antsy and wanting to do something with this other one, because it's like, oh man, there's all my money's tied up. But the reality of it is it's tied up to make money. So that's the idea, is to leave it alone and let it do its job and actually put more money to work, which is where we'll get into how to set up your accounts. And I am, I've got a different little side gig, and then I started this other job, or this job now, and my plan is to put 10 to 20% of my paycheck into, probably not this same account. Some of it I think I will put into this account, just to kind of show how a small continual addition will be helpful. But definitely to continue to invest, to make the money that we work for, because they're not paying you enough. They're not paying you enough for the job that you're doing. Whether you're working for, when it comes to my children, right? I've got a son who works in, I guess you'd call it retail. They're not paying you enough. A son who works in the service, the skilled labor, they're not paying you enough. Another friend of mine is working for a friend of mine. And I don't think my friend is cheating you, but he's not paying you enough. I know they're not paying me enough, even though on some level, I don't have a bad job. It's just they're not paying me enough, because the system is set up that way. And we have to learn to work this system to make it work for us. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And since my computer is not going to allow me to do that, I'm going to see if it will allow me to end the stream. So maybe this won't be taped at all, or maybe it will just have an abrupt ending. But in any case, I'll try to continue to do better. And perhaps if you reach out to me, I'll know that you did indeed at least watch. Because it's not, I don't know what it's doing. None of the buttons are stopping anything. It's not switching my trades. It's not, oh Lord. And I gotta get going. And I really doubt that will, now I really doubt this is going to save the video in any way, shape, or form, because my old standby is, okay. A little pop-up happened, so I think, yeah, that didn't work either. So the old Control-Alt-Delete, that always works. Because you just turn off the things. Oh, I think it did end it. So maybe it did record it.